Well, coming up on the next edition of the Road to Glory series tonight, I have travelled down to the VK's gym in Bognor Regis in West Sussex to talk to Quest title contenders Jack Dowling and Luke Denyer. I'm going to be heading inside and finding out a little bit more about their preparations, how things have been going ahead of the big fight night on Saturday, September the 17th. Up first, we've got Jack Dowling, who will be facing Josh O'Brien for the vacant national light cruiserweight title, and Luke Denyer drops down to light middleweight to face Alfie Shrub for the vacant regional light middleweight title. Well, Jack, the countdown is on. You know, the title shot that you have been waiting for so long, challenging for the national light cruiserweight title on September the 17th against Josh O'Brien. You must be getting excited.
I am, yeah. I'm ready. I could fight him now. Do you know what I mean? I've still got 4 weeks, so happy days. Weight's a kilo off, I think, so strong, ready, good to go.
Well, it's been a bit of a roller coaster. I was looking back. I mean, the last time out we saw you at the K2 Arena in Crawley back in March. A fantastic sort of, I'll call it just literally a toe-to-toe war against Joe Howard, and sort of you edged him out there to get the decision. And then originally, that was an eliminator for this title, but you were due to face your old rival Todd Tompkins. But as things happen in boxing, things never really or rarely go smoothly, and the Tompkins fight never ended up happening, but you will be facing Josh O'Brien, who's also been in the competition before. A great performance against Alex Vickers at Epsom Downs Racecourse on his debut. So let's start off by finding out how's prep going.
Good. Yeah, like I say, haven't really stopped training since the last one. I just stay active all the time. Try to eat as well as possible, and yeah, I'm always ready to go. We've got loads of boys down there, always sparring, always training. Kids do it as well, so it obviously keeps me in the gym constantly. Yeah, always ready.
I must say, there's certain fighters where you'll phone them for a fight, you'll offer them an opponent, and it'll be kind of like, yeah, I'm not sure, you know, maybe not this fight, but every time you've been offered a fight in the competition, every time it's just like, yeah, no, I'll fight him. You know, that's fine. I'll, you know, whoever I've got to fight to get the belt, I'll fight him.
Yeah.
And that's quite rare. I mean, you get a lot of people who want the perfect circumstances, but
it doesn't bother me. At the end of the day, I like to challenge myself, and I'll fight anyone. You know that. Well, that's what you're saying. But yeah, and I think because of that, I think that's where we've ended up being at this weight as well, because I remember back at the Troxy when I went up to Cruiser against, I can't remember his name, but he was like 6'6", and I think that was for a regional, and then it was like, nah, it's too much weight for me this, so went back down, and I think you've got to fight anyone just to find yourself, essentially, haven't you?
Yeah, because you had that incredible fight outside of Quest when you fought Rob Orange, didn't you, and knocked him out sort of in the
first 2 punches.
The first 2 punches in the fight. Like I say, the contest against Joe Howard was a fantastic performance. Good. You had a really, really close fight against Todd Tompkins as well. Yeah. So every fight that you've been involved in has been exciting in one way or another. So I know we spoke sort of briefly off camera. I asked you when I sort of first arrived, and I said, you know, how are you? And you were just saying, I'm ready to go. This fight won't be going the distance. I can't.
No disrespect to Josh, but obviously I don't know him, but what I've seen of him, I can't see it going the distance personally. And that's not me being an idiot. It's just I know my abilities, I know my strengths, and they've increased tenfold since the last fight. I've got a proper coaching team around me this time. I've been training solidly with the amateur boys, and yeah, it's going to be a different show altogether.
How tough's the prep been? Because I know, like I say to a lot of people, and as a fighter you'll know, when you haven't got that focus, if you're in the gym ticking over, it's a totally different kind of mindset, it's a totally different feeling when you're not actually working towards something. But when that fight's announced and when that title is on the line, you know, talk us through a little bit about the sort of how motivated and how you're feeling.
Well, I think I'm always motivated because I need it as part of my routine and my life to train, and I always wanted the national title, and yeah, I mean at the end of the day, the way I look at it, I've fought to get to this position, and again, no disrespect to my opponent, but he hasn't fought his way to this position, so I think that naturally there's going to be something inside me that's going to go the distance, go the extra mile, fight for it more, train. I'm not going to say train harder because I don't know how hard he trains, but it's just different. Do you know what I mean? There's something in me. I've had to win fights, take fights which a lot of people wouldn't take to get to this position. Yeah, I mean it's happening. There's no two ways about it. I don't want to sound smug or like an idiot, but it's the way I look at it. That's my title. I've earned it. Do you know what I mean? And it's coming home with me that night, regardless of what happens. So, and we've got 5 rounds to get that done, and it's going to be getting done. Simple as that, really.
When we saw O'Brien last in action against Alex Vickers, you know, we sort of you could see that you know, if you were describing him style-wise, you know, he's a boxer mover. He has got a bit of power. I mean, he rocked sort of Vickers a couple of times in that contest as well, and it was a really, really entertaining fight. But have you had a chance to kind of look at that fight and study it? And
I have. I mean, but it's also at light heavyweight. It's coming up a weight class again. I've seen. Yeah, I mean, he looks all right. Yeah, I'm not, like I say, I don't know the lad. I'm not going to disrespect him or say anything bad against him, and he's obviously going to bring the fight as well, which is going to make it more exciting. Because if we go toe to toe, then it's only going one way at the end of the day. He's going to need to be on his toes that night. That's all I can say, because I'm going to be pressing, and yeah, I mean, it's going to be a war, and it's going to be good.
I know when I spoke to you about the Todd Tompkins fight, and you sort of, once you'd had a chance for the dust to settle, once you'd had a chance to watch that fight, you said, you know, the only thing I didn't do in that fight was throw enough punches. You know, if I had, I know I'd have beaten him.
Yeah.
So is that something that you worked on?
To be fair, there's quite a few other people within the league that have all told me the same thing as well. So yeah, we've been working on. There's a different fighter coming in September. There's still going to be aggressive coming forward, but there's going to be some new tricks. Like I say, I've got a new coach who's very experienced. Yeah, I'm looking forward to putting it to practice.
And as a fighter, you know, when you get to this stage of sort of fight camp where, you know, the weeks are ticking down and you know that sort of it's getting closer. Obviously, I know you said that you're ready. You'd step in that ring sort of tomorrow and
anytime.
go. You know, how do you sort of rein it back in? How do you sort of measure that so you're not sort of peaking too soon?
I don't think I've peaked. I'm just ready. I don't think I won't peak until fight week, hopefully. But I feel ready. I'm confident. I'm fitter than I've ever been. You know what I mean? It's become a massive part of my lifestyle. And now we've got 4 weeks left, and now we're really ramping up the pace with the training. So I think come fight night, I'm just going to be in the best shape I've ever been. I'm going to be the fittest I've ever been, and it's just going to be non-stop action for the whole fight.
And definitely your name being announced as the winner.
100%, yeah, 100%, hopefully. But no, I mean, again, it's hard to say, isn't it? But I'm confident, yeah. Because, like I say, I've fought my way to this position, and I'm taking it.
Well, I know that, like I say, every single contest that you've been involved in has been in what Quest is known for, those 50-50, toe-to-toe, you know, all-out wars. And I know that this is going to be nothing but the same. So we're going to finish it there. As always, it's a pleasure chatting to you. Really, really looking forward to this fight. Like I say, the Quest National Light Cruiserweight title is on the line Saturday, September the 17th at the famous Epsom Downs Racecourse in Surrey. Jack Dowling, he will be taking on Josh O'Brien in what promises to be an absolute barnstormer of a fight.